I say I'm the crazy lady for having 5 kids? Well, you know, there is a reason behind that. Hey guys, I know it's been a while since I did a little vlog. It's been a couple of weeks. A lot has been happening with my family. Some of it good, some of it not so good. So I've just honestly been really exhausted and not really had the energy to do something like this, and I just kind of needed a break. I have done a few review videos over the last few weeks, but that's kind of just not as personal, so I was able to get into that. Let's see, there has been a lot of health issues going on with my family. As you know, I lost a child about 10 or 12 years ago. I've lost several other family members, and now my mum is not well, so I have had that going on, and my attitude throughout this has been going for about a year and a half has been that I am there for her. I am positive. As long as she's fighting, I am fighting with her, and it is not about me, it is about her. So it has been a little bit tiring, I'll admit, but it's nothing compared to what she's going through, and I want to be there as much as I can and be happy and be joyful and make sure that she's enjoying every single day. This week, my Anastasia got a stomach bug. Actually, scrub that. Clara got it first, and we didn't know whether it was teething or just her actually being sick, because she just kind of threw up in the middle of the night and then twice, and then was kind of fine the next day. Anastasia, on the other hand, got it really, really bad, so she was throughout 2 days. And I'm praying that I don't get it, because my husband left on Friday to go away for the Navy Reserves and for the weekend. So I have had all 5 kids by myself. And I have to say, normally I'm used to it, and he's gone before. And this is the whole thing with military. I'm used to it. It's not as bad as the 7 months he used to go on deployment. So any military wives out there or families would understand that it is hard. It is hard work. This is only for the weekend, but for some reason it's just today. It's just, I want to kill them all. That's not true. That's not true. My oldest has been really, really helpful, and I don't know what I'd do without him. And he is amazing, and he's my rock. He's actually sometimes more helpful than Hubby is, but that's maybe because I can boss him around. I can't really boss Hubby around. So it's been challenging today, especially. And because Saturdays are busy, we have martial arts. My son goes to martial arts, and then we usually go to the grocery store and do shopping and everything. And that's when you're by yourself with the kids and the age they're at, it can be very tiring, especially with my youngest. Now, when I had Anna, and I had the 4 kids, and I was like, oh, Anna's so great. I wish I had another daughter. And I went through that baby bug thing, and then I got over it, and then I got pregnant. So I was like, oh. Thankfully, it was another girl, and I was like, oh, yay, it's another girl. I swear, Clara is like a boy in a girl's body. She is non-stop. And she's at that age at a year and a half where she's into everything. And it's not things that she's allowed to play with. Like, there's millions of toys in the corner, but she'll be pulling things out of drawers and getting into things and pulling cords and trying to get my iPad. And she's not supposed to, because I'm always like, stop, no. And she'll look at me and she'll run away, or she'll just break down and cry, and then she'll want to be held. And oh my God, she's such a demanding child. It is insane. And normally we share it between my husband and I, so it's not so bad. But when he's gone, some days I'm just like, oh, my patience is really wearing thin with this child. The rest are fine. They're not hard at all. They look after themselves most of the time. The boys are really good. But this girl is, and then I've got Anna, who's getting over a cold, who's wanting attention, and she's getting a little bit jealous of Clara, and it's just, I'm like, I feel like I need to split myself in like 4 ways at this point. She just went to sleep, so that's why I jumped on to do this, because I'm like, oh my God, I've got 5 minutes to myself, because I literally don't have 5 minutes to myself. I did teach the dance class this Wednesday, so that was really, really cute, and I love doing that with Anna's class, because they're all between 3 and 5, and I think they're really warming up to me, because they all give me hugs, and it's just so sweet, and they're good kids. I've had some classes in the past with some little girls, especially 4, because they all have attitudes. They like turn 4, literally, like Anna turned 4, and her total attitude changed. She I mean, she doesn't dare talk to me like some of these little girls talk to their mums, because it's just, she doesn't, I don't put up with that. But these little girls in this class, they're actually really good. There's one I have to admit that I have to pull up, but with me, she listens. With her mum, she's just like all over the road. But it's different because I'm quite strict with the girls in the dance class. Like I'm strict but fun. So I smile and I make it fun, but I'm also like, no, you have to listen. Put your listening ears on. Listen. Eyes on me. All that jazz. And I think they're really responding. So that's really nice. But it does hurt my heart that I can't do more. I don't want to go to any other studios, because it's then getting used to the children again, and then having studio owners kind of telling you what to do. And being that I've taught dance for so long, I don't want to be told what to do anymore. I have my own way of doing it. But then again, I can't, commit to doing a studio, because it's too much work, and I don't have the time to do that. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do once all these kids go to school. Anastasia should be going next year, so I'm really happy about that. Although I'll miss her because she is my girl. When Clara goes to school, I'll be shoving her out the door with like 2 hands. Go to school. Kind of like I do with the boys. I'm pretty much like morning routines. Oh my God. Does anybody have boys that just have really bad morning routines? I basically have to tell them every 10 times in the morning to do everything, and then getting them, by the time they get out the door, I'm like, out the door. It's the same at nighttime. It's like when you wake up between 6 and like 7:30 or whatever when they leave, it's like, oh my God, they just brains are somewhere else. And then when they come home, from about dinner time, about 7 to about 8:30 when they go to bed. Oh no, sorry, they go to bed at 7:30. So bedtime, it's like by the time they go to bed, I mean, my mom's like, oh, you should read them books and you should do that. And I think, oh yeah, I should. I'm such a bad mom. I don't read them to them enough. But then by the time they go to bed, I just want them to go to bed, because they're so hard to get to bed. I'm like, brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your teeth. Don't muck around. No time to play. No, it's not time to get a sandwich. You don't need a drink. And so by the time they get into bed, I'm like, just go to sleep. And next door, I'm like, nope, I'm too tired now. I was watching Boss Baby with my mum the other day. I went to visit her because she was feeling depressed and stuff. So I went to visit her, and I was laughing my head off. And there was this part where the little boy was an only child, and he had this nighttime routine with his parents, and they'd read him like 2 stories and 5 hugs and something. I'm like, oh wow, this is making me feel like such a bad mum. I don't give my kids 5 stories and 3 hugs and 2 kisses and all that stuff. And mum's like, we should do that more. You should do that with the boys more. I'm like, she goes, you want me to lend you a book? And I said, sure. You want to come over and read it to them? Because by the time they go to bed, I just want to shove their butts in bed and turn the light on and go ahead, like, lay down. But it's, by the way, if you see that, that's such a funny movie. It's so funny. I was very skeptical about how it would be. And then I watched it and I was like, oh my God, this is hilarious. It's a lot of adult connotations in there. So if you can get Boss Baby, go watch that. That's really, really, especially if children, you'll totally get it. You'll totally get the story. It's so cool. That's just how my life is at the moment. There's a lot of emotional ups and downs with stuff going on. And of course, with my husband being gone until Tuesday, I've got to really kind of compose myself. Most of the time we get routines going, so we're okay. And my oldest, as I said, he helps out so much. He's such a good help. So he's fantastic. And then the boys kind of, they get used to it. It's just my youngest. Oh my God, I want her to get a little bit older where she's more self-sufficient. But she is cute. She's adorable and she's happy and she's so many good qualities. But she is the most demanding one out of all 5. And I thought Jaden was bad. I thought my 7-year-old was bad. No, she's like 10 times. But she's beautiful and I do love her. So you guys have a great week, and I'll try to come and vlog again soon when things settle down. And this is literally the most time I've had to myself the entire day. So here I am talking to you guys. All right, so I'm going to go take a nap, I think, and you guys have a great evening. Bye-bye.